Hello everybody, today we will be discussing gaslighting, what you need to know and how to deal with it. What is gaslighting? To start, we must first understand that gaslighting is not just one thing. It can be done in many different ways, but the end goal of gaslighting is always the same: to make you question yourself and your reality. In this video, we will discuss the various types of gaslighting there are, how to spot the signs of gaslighting in your life, and how to shut it down. Let's get started. Gaslighting is a form of emotional abuse. The abuser will use a series of actions to make the victim question their own sanity and perception of reality. It can happen in any type of relationship, but it is often seen in romantic relationships. Have you ever had your wife or girlfriend say, "Oh honey, you said you would buy this for me?" "Hey sweetie, I never did that. What are you talking about?" "Boo, I pulled that $1,000 out of quote unquote our account." It can be done by both men and women. The gaslighter will use tactics such as lying, denying accusations, or shifting blame to make the victim feel like they are crazy or unstable. Gaslighting is often associated with abusive relationships. The term derives from the 1938 stage play Gaslight and its 1944 film adaptation, in which a man tries to convince his wife that she is insane by manipulating small elements of their environment and insisting that she is mistaken or remembering things incorrectly. Gaslighting has also been used as a political tactic for centuries, but it has been increasingly prevalent in recent years as an effective way for politicians to sow confusion among voters and undermine opponents. We should use this opportunity to discuss the worst offender of using gaslighting, namely the Biden administration. Take the jump in gas prices that went up to $7 in parts of California. They blamed it on the oil industry for refusing to drill more. Shortly thereafter, they went to the petty extreme of blaming mom and pop gas stations, claiming they were all being too greedy. The truth is that policies were put in place to curtail the fossil fuel production by this administration, and since they knew it would cause shortages and difficult times for Americans, they naturally resorted to gaslighting. It only makes too much sense, right? How about inflation, which has been just below 9% in mid-2022? By one wave of the administration's magical wand, it suddenly became 0% in July. That is impressive, some might say, impossible. Well, the latter group would be correct, as the inflation rate remained at just below 9%, not moving a single bit, therefore inflation equals 0%. The people responsible for peddling this nonsense are either suffering from severe brain damage or are doing some good old-fashioned gaslighting. Most academics would strongly encourage the individuals putting out this utter garbage to attend a remedial math course immediately and possibly an additional class on ethics. For goodness sake, how stupid do they think Americans are? The best example of all is the current recession. Oh wait. Hold up. They changed the definition, so we actually aren't in a recession anymore. Our economy is, quote, stronger economically than we have been in history. Thank you, Biden administration, so much. You have ruined our great nation for the next generation and are going as far as gaslighting us into blaming ourselves for this catastrophe. There are a lot more instances, frankly, too many to count, of gaslighting being used by the current administration. This is an insidious form of emotional abuse and manipulation tactics that involves continued denial, distortion, projection, and most often, straight-up lying. Next, let us talk about how to spot gaslighting. Gaslighting is an attempt to manipulate someone by making them doubt their own memory, perception, and sanity. So how do we spot the gaslighting going on? Take some time to reflect on these basic questions. Do you ever feel like you are barely managing? Not sure if you're too sensitive? Either way, asking yourself questions like, "Am I too sensitive?" is making the problem worse. Feeling like you've lost touch with yourself and are slowly disappearing because nothing at all feels right. You may just be the victim of gaslighting. If you are suspicious of someone that makes you feel this way, then it is best to look a bit further. Does the person's words line up with their actions? Do they feign confusion when you are trying to explain your side in a conversation or argument to make you question what you know is true? Do they question their behavior as projecting? Do they frequently insist that you did something you didn't? Do they change facts and details when retelling a story? You, my friend, are experiencing gaslighting. Lastly, let's discuss dealing with gaslighters and shutting it down. So you now know that you are dealing with a toxic gaslighter. That can be a major bummer. So what should you do? There are some options. You can confront them, detach from them, or find someone else to help with the situation. The first one is the hardest but can be the most effective option if they're willing to listen and make amends. Detachment is easier and less stressful, but it won't change anything because they'll still be in your life in some capacity. Finding someone else to help you with the situation is a bit easier, but it's an entirely different process and can be difficult because they may not understand your point of view as well. If you're not sure what to do, ask yourself what would make this person more happy: confront them or detach from them. Sometimes detaching from them is your best bet, as the behavior may never change. Think Stage 3 clinger status. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Embrace all that you can.